Hey guys, it's Danny. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I wanted to share with you days 8 through 14 in my December daily. So we last left off here on day 7, and I had forgotten to add this little sticker cluster that says I am grateful for, but the inside is still the same and all of this is still the same. I haven't changed anything else. I just added to my album day 8. So I had received this little pocket in some happy mail and I love it so much. I thought it'd be perfect on this little mini spread. So on day 8, I said I was grateful for taking the time to go through old pictures together. So the evening of the 8th, my brother and his fiance and I went through a whole bunch of family pictures to find some really nice ones of my mom, because we were going to make her like a big board of like a bunch of different pictures from her lifetime. So I just took a picture of that board, turned it black and white, and then printed it off. This is 4x6. I was going to make it into a tag, but I didn't want to like cut through her face and cut off this picture of her and Spency. So I just left it as it is, and that's totally fine. And then on the back of that picture, I layered some of the pink snow and cocoa paper and then a piece of sparkly white acetate on top of that to create a little like decorative page or whatever. So this whole thing is for day 9. So here I layered on the chipboard piece, a sticker, some washi tape, and then I used more of that acetate to create a pocket here on this page. And I added on this die cut as well as this red glitter Noel. And I really love how when you're back here, like you can see the Noel and the snowflake. I think that's really fun, and the washi tape and stuff. But for the 9th, my brother and his fiance took Spency to Dave & Buster's for the afternoon to kind of get away and just have some fun and have some time with him, just kind of hanging out and laughing and enjoying their time together. So I have a picture here on the back, and then this little tag is where my journaling is. And then that just slides right in there. And this paper, as well as this one, are from Serena B's Paper Cakes store. So I will leave a link to that down below. Here on the back, I created another pocket using some gold foil polka dot vellum. And I used my scallop scissors across the top of it just to make it a little bit more fancy. Here I glued on the 10 and then used some of the gold puffy thickers from the Merry Days collection. And in this pocket I have a few different things. So on the 10th we were traveling up to my hometown because my mom's service was going to be on the 11th. And anytime we go back up to my hometown, we always stop in this little town called Buellton. And they have a store, restaurant, hotel place, whatever, called Anderson's. And they have the most amazing spreadable cheese and like little onion bread things. And we also got like a cookie, but it's just like a really good spot to stop, use the bathroom, kind of get out. They have a really great gift shop and Christmas ornaments and all that. So here's a picture of my boyfriend Bill having some cheese. I love the sign that says cheese. So funny. So that's on the back of the tag. And then in this card I have a couple of pictures. I'm gonna keep one kind of private, but on the other side I have a picture of my favorite ornament of my aunt's. So usually her whole tree is full of hand-blown glass ornaments that she collects, but this one is my favorite and I always seek it out and I usually find it. I think it's so pretty. It's like a light corally pink. It's definitely vintage. I love the like little bit of glitter on it. I think it's really cute and it's just my favorite. And then on the back I have some journaling. So here I wrote that I am grateful for good days filled with Anderson's cheese, gorgeous tree ornaments, the pink one is my favorite, and then silly friends who eat too much candy. So I just made a little candy cane heart here and then added some puffy stickers from Merry Days, and I think this one's actually from Hallmark, I want to say, and some washi tape. So that is what that looks like. And originally when Serena had made me this album, this was up here with like a paper clip, but I kind of like it in a little pocket I made. I think it's kind of fun. For day 11, I had this Christmas card. So this was for the day of my mom's service. I've not done the journaling in here yet. I just haven't been able to yet, but I will soon because I need to get that done. But yeah, this is my Christmas card for the year, and I had taken one up to her service with me and wrote her a note in it and left it with her. So kind of my plan for every year going forward, and starting with this one, is to put my Christmas card in the December daily album that I'm working in, and then write her a letter inside. And I think that'd be a nice tribute to her every year, you know, plus I'll get to see the Christmas card that, you know, I used that year. So I just added some paper here and layered on some washi to create kind of this flip situation, and then that way this can open easily and there's no holes on the inside of the card. So that's what I did there. And then the paper I used was this gold glitter, and I just used my pinking shears that I used just for paper to create a decorative edge. I did the same here on this pink paper. And this is a picture of Spency. So my mom's service was on the 11th and we came back that night. So on the 12th, Spency was just not feeling school, and I totally understood it. We just needed kind of a day to kind of decompress and just chill. So we went to IHOP that morning because they had Grinchy stuff on their menu, and like I couldn't not. I love the Grinch movie so much. So when I found out that they had Grinchy things on the menu, we had to go. So this was the perfect day to do it. And this was on the 12th. And a funny story, I'd asked Spencer to take a picture of me drinking the Minty Loo Hoo hot cocoa. It's like a minty hot chocolate. It was so good. Oh my gosh. So I asked him to take a picture of me drinking it, and instead he took a sneaky derpy selfie, which I thought was hilarious. So I was like, dude, you know this is going in my album, right? And he was like, yeah, okay. So I put that in here because it just made me laugh because he's a silly kid. So here I wrote, I am grateful for IHOP breakfast with the boy, just us two. Grinchy pancakes because they had green pancakes, you guys. It was crazy. And Minty Loo Hoo hot cocoa too, which you can see here. Hot cocoa is my favorite of the two Grinchy things I tried. And speaking of Grinchy, I use this Feeling Grinchy card from Paper Cakes. So again, I will leave a link to that down below. This shaker pocket was here already, and I added the 12 on top. And then I created this little decorative tag out of some packaging that I received in some Happy Mail. So I just turned it into a tag. I think it's really cute. I love the little red and white glittery ribbon I added on there. And there's a bunch of gold glitter snowflakes all around to kind of lead your eye around. I think it's really pretty. And I added little cocoa cups. I think they're so fun. So for this 12, after I glued it down, I realized that I didn't like that I would be able to see like the back of the chipboard through the clear plastic page or whatever. So I cut out two of these gold glitter doily shapes, and I stapled one on the back side over here. And then I glued on the other one over top so that you can't see the back of the staple. And then I glued on the 13 here. So it's kind of like a little flip spot, but I like that you can't see either number through the plastic, because for some reason I just don't like that in my albums. I think it looks fine in other people's, but for mine I don't dig it. So with this kind of big glittery embellishment here, I decided to pick that up down here and over here and kind of have a little triangle going, which is always fun. So on this day, I wrote that I am grateful for not having to cook because we got pizza, and then uncle-nephew time. So Spency loves spending time with his uncle, and I think that's amazing that they have such a nice relationship. Here I put on a snow and cocoa chipboard, and I actually peeled off a bunch of the layers of this. I've started doing that actually on all of the chipboard, kind of starting from this section, and I'll continue doing that going forward because my album is starting to get pretty bulky, and I don't want it to be so huge that it can't close and be held closed with the elastic. So my friend Serena actually suggested that I start doing that, and I feel like it is helping quite a bit. So yeah, so that's why this chipboard is so thin. This one is thin too, which is totally fine. Like, it still looks nice, so I don't really care. This little envelope was here already. I did move, I think, this snowflake up here. It was down here, and then I covered up the back of a staple, which I'll show you here in just a second, with these little ice skates from Merry Days, and then I added some little puffy snowflakes just to kind of tie things together a little bit. And then on the back here I have some more Merry Days, and here you can see that staple, and I just layered that over some white glittery washi. So this is all pretty simple. And then on the inside I have this little 4x6 folded card. This one was originally in this pocket, but I moved it, so it will just live in this little envelope. But in here I have a picture of the lunch that my brother and I and Bill and my brother's fiance all went to right before we dropped them off at the airport so that they could go home. And this was like a new place that we hadn't tried yet. We always see it and kind of laugh at the name. It's called Senku Chicken, but we actually tried it this time and it was so delicious. We've been back a bunch of times since, which is kind of silly, but it's so good, I can't help it. So I just wrote that, you know, I was grateful that day for a delicious lunch with my brother and his fiance, but also that they were able to be here, you know, for my mom and for me and for the rest of us. So I think that was really cool. I'm really glad they could be here, and I'm really sad that they're home now because they live back in Texas and that's very far away. So these are my pages for days 8 through 14. I will go back and do day 11. I don't know if I will share that here or not, because the 11th was a really difficult day for us. There was a lot of joy and wonderful things about it, but you know, it was also a really hard day. So hope you guys can understand that, and I hope that you enjoyed this flip through so far of some more pages in my December daily. Hope that you guys got some ideas that you can use in your December daily. But that is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you are not already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!